Hello everybody, welcome. It is day 6 of the Voron build stream. Today we are going to be doing some more assembly. I got the wiring harness for the most part ready to go. I'll talk a little bit about what I did to get it all together and notice some differences between the 0 and the 0.1, which definitely download the little clip from 0.1 when you're assembling this one, because it'll make your life a little bit easier. So we're going to... Hello, Tyler. I think you're the only one here right now. So we're going to insert, this one wants us to preload all the nuts. So I'm going to get that ready, because once we start putting the feet and whatnot on, you won't be able to insert any more of the nuts. So we got to get those all done well we can, and then go from there. So I'm going to switch over to the top view. All right, so yesterday I got the wiring loom all inserted. I put the mesh on top, and little pro tip, I got some universal line trimmer. This is nylon, so if you have some nylon filament, you can use that, but this is really tough stuff. It's not going to break, and you put it inside with your loom, and it reduces stress on the wires. And then when I attach it over here, the back, this here is not going to flop around too much and get in my way, and it just takes some stress off the wires themselves. So pro tip, string trimmer if you don't have any nylon. Hey Dominic, how are you doing? All right, so we are going to start inserting some of the nuts. So I'm going to flip to my manual on the side here, my paper copy, because we've already done most of the steps over here. Oh, did I go too far? Or do they just show you? Okay, did all that, okay, so I think I actually have to go back. Yes, I gotta go back. There we go. Okay, so they want me to set it on its back. And then we're going to take the square nuts and get everything installed here. So hopefully I have enough square nuts. Let's see here. So on well, they don't want to. They want to know its back. All right, and then they want 3 nuts in here. Very exciting stuff, I know. And then they want 3 nuts in the other front one. These are for attaching the panels to make it an enclosed space. So we'll get that. And then they want they want 3 in this side. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 in the bottom. It's probably to hold the trim on. 1. And then 3 in this side. And then 3 in here. And then they say 2 in here. Is that the right side? Yeah. 2. I only have 1. All right, let's look through my miscellaneous parts, see if I can find another one. I do believe I'm short one. So when they build these kits, you got to watch, because sometimes they give you only the exact amount of parts or just one shy. So let's see what we got here for extra parts. I've got those, but that's not going to work. Well, that's no good if they don't give me. Let's see, maybe I had some miscellaneous stuff I cleaned off my desk. Nope. Well, that's no good. I'm 1 short. And I believe that one is for the Raspberry Pi. I don't know. I don't think these will fit in there. Nope. Well, that's no good. I'm 1 short. All right, well, I guess we'll just have to roll with the 1 short. Okay, so now we got our legs. We got 2 straight and 2 corner pieces. The corner pieces, the straight ones go at the back here. The corner ones are going to go up at the front, like so. Yeah. And then we need rubber feet, which I got right here, 4 of them. And we need M3 by 35. So I got those right here. I need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we'll do that, and I believe it is this. There we go. Drop that through. Line it up. There we go. Oh, we're not going to advertise for that. Don't need to be demonetized for inserting an ad that wasn't really intended. Hopefully that's the case. So Tyler, what are you up to today if you're still in chat here? Hopefully you have power today. Tyler had the unfortunate event of having no power over Christmas. And that's always fun. We gotta look at a battery backup solution for you, Tyler. Or you need to get a propane tank out there so you can have like a propane generator or something. There we go. That's good. All right. After this one, I'm not sure what they want me to do. All right. So we got everything in here. This will prevent those nuts we just put in from sliding out. All right. There we go. All right. Oops. Turn that the right way. All right, so we have feet now. Now what does it say? Ooh, we get to open the bag of goodies here. Okay, now it's starting to look hulkish, eh? Did it say put 4 in? Because I did not have enough to put 4 in. No, 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. How do you hook this up with only 3, not 4? Oh, there's a 4th. It's way under there. There we are. We got 4. All right. So M3 by 35 button head screws, rubber feet. They got the wrong instructions on the wrong page. M3 by 6. All right. M3 by 6. Still checking the chat if you guys have any questions or anything on the build so far. All right. All right, we'll get these. There we go. Line that one up. So that's the one thing that I would suggest is if you put a through hole there in the design, you can then use that and not have to resort to a small guy, because now I have to, there's no through hole here. So I can't go through, I can't put this through the top. So I'm going to have to painstakingly do it this way. But I got it. Yay. Oh no. Thought I had it. There, that lines up. That's a real pain to do. I think I got that time. Okay, so I'm thinking that this is better for these back ones. It'll go faster. So I'm going to take this off. No, I can't. Can't take that off because those were inserted at a different time. Can't even be sneaky. All right, well, fine then. Okay, this is going to go in here. Okay, so now I got to line this up and this one up. And try to get it lined up enough that the holes are as lined up as possible. Oh, bit of a pain. Bit of a pain. Hope that worked. I don't know if this one lined up. Oh, it did. Okay. That one lined up. This one, no idea. Let's try this. Yeah, they should have put a through hole on the top. Because these are like, you would never see the through hole. And these are quite a pain in the butt. Okay. So I think we're going to bring out the modification tool. All right, let's do this. Okay, so that is a pain in the butt. So let's just do this. Make sure this fits through. Perfect. Quick little mod. That one worked not bad. It's just these ones that are the real bad ones. There we go. Yeah, you won't even be able to tell. That one I should be able to get. So there's one more here. Let's do this one. So that's how the model should have been designed. And now I have a nice little ABS mess on my hands here. We'll get it out of the way. And we will get these ones installed. Hopefully a little easier. Move these wires out of the way. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Make sure there we go. Let's get this one installed. Then we can line the other sucker up. There we go. And may as well, that's not the correct one. Where did that is the right one. There we go. We'll get this one lined up as well. All right. So that's going to line up like that. And then need to line that one up. That through a new modification. And look at that. Perfect. See? A little quick thinking. Except quick thinking. Oh, there we go. Nope. That didn't work so well. Let's see if... Nope. Alrighty. Almost. Go. Hey, Alge. I am good. I am good. Sorry, I'm not always looking at chat when it's not right directly in front of me. So, I am good, sir. Hopefully you had a lovely break. I'm not sure if you're still on break or if you are doing other things. Just getting Hulk hopefully together here. Not sure if I had that one lined up enough. Nope, definitely not. Alright. This is going to be tricky. Alright, it kind of looks like it's lined up, so we'll give it another shot. Yes, I got it. Woohoo! Alright. Retired, always on break. Yeah, that I got a number of years to go before that. So I think I figured it out the other day with my friend David, as everyone knows, that I think 58 I can retire and I'll have full pension. So we'll see. I'll also have kids in university, so probably won't happen like that. $10 points. Woo. Well, we'll see if we can get another. These definitely are a little bit fiddly. Oh. Okay, that one is on. All right. Where are the rest of my screws? I know I had more screws. But are those the right size? Hopefully these ones aren't too long. We'll see. All right, get that in there. Don't want to drop it. Of course. Of course. There we go. Let's see if we can get this one in. I think this one's too long. Did Spool 3D reach out to you, Helge, and get you your prize? Hopefully they did. It should be hopefully sitting in your email. If not, so close. There we are. And this one. How close is that one? That's pretty close. Can't tell. Ooh, it's looking pretty snazzy. Looking pretty snazzy. Amazing how a little bit of trim just finishes things up. There we go. Now hopefully that other one, I've got a line. You haven't seen it in email yet? Okay, I will, Derek was supposed to send, check your spam. It would be coming either from Derek or service at Spool 3D. So I'll check with them because it should have, I think it was you and Ben, that one. There we go. All right. Okay. So that finishes that, and now that looks pretty snazzy. Would have been nice to have green extrusion and then the purple highlights, but they only had black. There, that looks pretty good. So now they're telling me to mount the pie, which isn't going to work because I only have one nut in the side there. So we will take a look at the rest of the electronics because that's the next layout page. So we got a power supply. That has to go in here somewhere. We have the motherboard that came with it. And then we have a choice to make on buck converters, or not buck converters, SSRs. And then we also have a buck converter, which is different than the one they show in their diagram. So we got to fit all of this in the bottom here. Well, Stig, I hope it will work as good as it looks. We'll see. We got a little ways to go before we're there yet. So let's have a look here. So everything comes through the one side here. AC from the bed. We got our thermistor from the bed. We've got our ground, which I solved my wiring problem by using 2 smaller gauge silicone wires. And we've got all of our stepper motors. So they have the power supply. Let's go to the boop, 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 boop. So that's what they wanted me to put on next, but I was short a nut. So they have the power supply on this side versus this side. And I'm not sure if there's an advantage to that. They allow you to do whatever you want, of course. Maybe it was to have a shorter power cable. No, because they have the power running up like that. And then, do I want the smaller or the larger? Because if I put the larger one, I could probably bolt it right to here. And then the buck converter, I'm looking forward to the first prints too. It's been way too long. So we got our buck converter, which has no wiring on it, so I'm going to have to do some more soldering, which can totally go right here, I guess. Or I can build a mount and put it, I could put it out here, I guess, too. So this buck converter, really all it does is it powers the Pi. So I'm going to switch back. So that's the layout they want. But it's my printer, I can lay it on. So this buck converter, all it does is it provides the voltage for the Pi, which has to go on the back out here. Because there's no way, I don't think, of fitting the board. See, and if I do that, I can't get the SD card in. So it has to go that way. And that's not going to work. So we're limited on on space here. Now, the power supply and the ground. Yeah, see, I think this still has to go here, because then I can power it. Yeah. So the question is, do I use the oversized SSR on the heated bed for safety, or do I use the tiny SSR that they provided? We're talking, I don't think it'll even pull a full amp of power. So this one is a 202. Input load 5 volt DC, load up to 240 volts, AC, can't read that, not bright enough, 2 amps. So this can handle 2 amps, and I think the bed will only pull an amp max. So this one should be adequate. So I think this is way overkill. So I just don't know how I want to wire it. Because we got the AC to the bed, then the AC to the power supply. I don't know. I don't know. So I really should print some sort of sled to hold this, to keep it off of the rail, because it's going to have mains power going to it. See, I like this one because it's, even though it's overkill, I can put screws in it and mount it, and then I can still ground it. So I can ground this and the power supply together, so that this is grounded to the frame and it's grounded to the bed. To me, that seems the safest way to do it. And then they want these on standoffs. So that's the other thing. I could put these on standoffs, because we do have, I'll show you. Because yeah, we're never going to fit the pie in there too. Where are my standoffs? We do have a standoff kit. So, nice insulated standoffs. So, I can mark this, put the standoffs, mount everything so it's not on the plastic. I think that's the way to do it. But I do like mounting this down. What do you think, Stig? Ground this down. Make sure it's properly seated. I think so. I think so. Helge, what do you think? Right? I agree. So I think I'll put the bigger one on. Just sanity's sake. So AC is going to be this side. That makes sense. Let's try. Let's see how this looks. Then I want covers on the wires, because that's the one thing they don't show you is what you've got. Raw AC. Like, I'm fine with this. This is fine. But I do want some sort of cover over the AC here, so it doesn't short out, or you don't set it down on top of something, because that would just not be good. Oh yeah, that works really well. Okay, so then we'll ground it to there, and then we'll bring the ground around to there. That way it's grounded in both places. I think I'll go with my eye hook method. So we'll go with one of these on that, clamp it down, give myself a little bit of slack, that way I can, yeah, I like that idea. Need my pliers. There we go. And then I had a bigger grounding wire, which I think would be appropriate, which I'm not sure what I did with. It's okay, don't need a long one. I'll just cut another one. I have lots of wire kicking around. All right. Get that in there really good. This is has heat shrink on it too, so where'd my crimpers go? I think these are them. That was a fail. Yeah, well, and never, ever, ever solder when you're dealing with power. I mean, sometimes you have tinned wires, but you should never deliberately tin your wires to get a better connection. Use a ferrule. Oh, there's my one. There we go. We'll have that one on there. Perfect. Now, where is my other eye hooks? Where the heck did I put them? There we are. Ah! Dropping them all over the place. All right, let's try this again. I think that's too long as part of the problem. Yeah, I think it's too long. And I don't need both of those in there. Come on. There we go. That's in there all the way this time. All right. Oh yeah. All right, so this is heat shrink. So I had a lighter around here. Get that nice and hot. Yikes. There. That will be much better. Much better. All right, now and 3x8. Come on. Oh, I think I need an M3 by 10. I think the 8 is just too short. M3 by 10. I got those too. Okay, so I'm happy with the ground on that one. Now I do have another grounding wire. So I think I should be able to fit 2 on the same connector because I'd rather them be both grounded at the same spot. So let's try that. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Nice and tight. Now we have a ground wire. I'll bring it around and then we'll bring it up to the power supply. So it'll be something like that. All right, now I got to mark where I want the power supply. Put some standoffs. Okay, I don't think that's the right size bit. That looks better. Yeah, no, that standoff works pretty good. So I think we're going to go with the screw in from the bottom standoffs. And which height? We have a couple different choices in height. I'll print a 3D cover for it for sure, because I don't want the mains voltage. Definitely don't want that exposed, because if I'm reaching under here, I don't need to be fried. So let's see if we can get this through here. So I'm trying to get through the hole I drilled. I think I need a different size screwdriver. I've got this little nylon screw. Ho ho. There we go. One standoff in. Now let's get another one of these. There we go. All right. So now we should be able to mount this right there. I think I should put another one just under here just to kind of, even though the two will screw it down, just to support it so it doesn't wobble. Yeah, because I don't know how else, because I can't, there's no way I can line up with those. So we'll get that, and then there's flat bottom, so. There we go. Perfect. Hole in one, yep. Yeah, it's not even V slot. This is 1515 T slot. But yes, that's nice and secure. I'm not worried about the SSR. I'll put a cover over it to cover up the wires and make it nice and solid, because yeah, I don't need any shorting or anything. That would not be good. All right, let's see if I can. Oh. So this one's not going to be screwed to anything, but it'll just help stabilize it. And same with this one here. All right. So how's the vinyl cutter going, Stig? Did you get your part all done for the holder? I know you were working on that. I can't wait to see a picture of it in Discord. Well, what is going on here? Huh. The standoff fits, but I think I'm going to use the other ones for these two, because the screws are, so there's two types of standoffs. There's one with a built-in thread that you can put a nut on. So I'm going to try that one, because that way the thread can go deeper from the screw, because I was hitting the other end of the screw because they're so long. I'll probably have to do the same thing over here. Yeah, well, altering the firmware shouldn't be too bad. Marlin's should be able to accommodate you. And I guess if you're not heating, if you don't hook anything up, it won't matter. So you don't really need to modify the heating part of the, because you're just doing movements. So, but having the firmware customized to exactly what you're using it for makes total sense. So, all right, let's see if this works better, because those little plastic screws, they were quite long. So let's see if that, I think this one slides in, so I'll pre-start this one, and then I'll drop this one in here, and then if I line that one up and that one up, there we go. Two components mounted. All right, so we've got DC in, DC in. So is that just to choose my direction? So can I mount it flush with that? Or do I want to leave some room for wire management? Probably want to leave some room, I would think. Well, I don't like the electronics on the CR10 Pro, so if you can convert it to something else more usable, I'm for that. We have a CR10 Pro at the office, and we have the Max, and I've been fighting with that one for a while, so yeah. Okay, so how do I want to do this? This gives me still some room to wire everything in. I won't go full to this because I still need to get in there to pull out. So 1/2 centimeter-ish off of either edge. I know they have the board on this side and the power supply on this side, but I like the power supply here. That way my AC is all together on the one side and then my low voltage is on the other side. In my mind, that seems to work better because, yeah, all the wires come up this side anyway. So that's why I'm doing that. So, all right, let's all right, we'll get these two and we'll put some screws through them just to hold the board in place, and then I'll be able to drill the other holes. Hey Steve. Yeah, it's coming along. And you're never absent, because you can always watch later, but it's always nice to have someone around to chat with while I'm doing this. All right, so we'll get those two in, and then we'll okay, I think that will do the trick for those. Yeah, it is coming along. We got I got some of the accent colors on. Most of the wiring harness is ready to go. I got my SSR grounded. And now we're just mounting the Skr board. So let's get that going, and then yeah, so we'll get these in. These little standoffs are nice. So there was a couple shortcomings of the kit, but not too many. Most of the newer LDO kits, my understanding is they come with a pre-wired wiring harness. So if you are not soldering inclined, those kits will be very helpful to you. The other thing I've noticed is that the sometimes they only give you the exact amount of nuts, no extras, so it's always good to have a few extras. I checked my kit over, thought I had everything, and the wire that they gave me was just so I ordered new wiring so that I can do all the end stops and whatnot. So that took a little while to come in. So Definitely not for the first printer kind of person. And that being that you have to print the parts. So I would say that the kits are fine. Self-sourcing is fine either way. The kits are just more convenient. And looks like the kits are becoming higher quality because these people want to sell these kits, so they're making sure that they have all the quality parts. Mine does not have LDO motors, so we'll see how long they last. When I ordered my kit, they didn't have the LDO motors, so they sent me an extra build plate. But hopefully they'll be okay. I've never burnt out a well, let me know how Clipper goes, because this will be my first foray into Clipper, so I'm going to be learning quite a lot to use Clipper on some of your other stuff, Steve? Or Steven, whichever, I'm not sure which you prefer. There we go. Much. That looks pretty good. So now I have a buck converter, which I'm going to have to do some soldering on. The buck converter powers the Pi. So I'm wondering where I should put it. Put it over here. It's out of the way. Easy to adjust. But I can also put it in there. So I'm not quite sure where I want to put it. All the wiring. I got to figure out how I'm going to keep it all nice and clean. So that's going to be the bed. I think I'm going to get some of those sticky wire tie clamps, because there should be enough room for those in here. And then I can put the little sticky stick down zip tie clips in here, and then I'll be able to route the wires and clean it up nicely. But do I put the buck converter here, because that's going to interfere with my wiring, or here? It's out of the way. I think I like it out here, because it has to go to the Pi anyway. I can also put it right over here by the SSR. Kind of like it by the SSR. And we go out into the Pi for power, and then in from the power supply. Keep everything nice and neat. What do you think? Nolly Sheldon Vartech. I'm not sure. Was going to order a 2.4, but LDO will release their kit after the new year. Yeah, I guess it's in beta. I spent the funds for Xmas, but always have it for a 1.0. I think that's the way to go first. I wanted to do the 1.0 first. I think the 1.0 for me is going to be good, because I do a lot of, like, let me just show you. I just printed a part. So having a huge bed isn't always the best. So this is supposed to be for the Voron 0.1, and it's a cable management. You put it on the, you screw it on to here, and then you put zip ties through it. Now, I heard a complaint that people couldn't find zip ties that actually fit through it. So I'm going to just try that now. I've got my small zip ties. I don't know if they're small enough. Well, they fit. Just barely. Holy cow. I can see why they were complaining. Because they don't really... That needs to be... definitely needs to be bigger. But I don't have a screw at the back to put that into, so that's a problem. So yeah, so there's little things like a proper cable management that they put on the V0.1 that this one doesn't have and whatnot. So, alrighty, well, I've got my boards roughly mapped out, secured. What time is it? I'm going for almost an hour and a half. Alright, well, let's see. How am I going to mount this? Do you think those standoffs will work for this? I think the screws... Ooh, look at that! Standoffs will work for this. Alright, well, I'm gonna go with this position for the buck converter. And then I can build a whole piece to cover both of them to keep the mains wires, because I want to cover the mains here and the mains here. So I should be able to do that no problem. Yep, I think that's what we'll do. Although that fits. There we go. So, do they make smaller zip ties than these? They're micro ties? Is that what they are? No, I will, before I connect it to the Pi, I'll adjust the voltage, because you have to make sure you have enough juice going to the Pi. So I'm not gonna worry about that yet. Definitely we will test that. Nothing's been powered up yet, Helge, so I have quite a bit of testing and whatnot to do before that happens. I'll test all of my solder connections, make sure that I didn't do anything horrible there, which I probably think they looked pretty good. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get this one screwed in. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to put the smaller drill bit on. That way I can mark the hole for this one. And because the drill bit the right size definitely does not fit through there, that hole. So as long as I have it marked, should be able to get it in. 0.5 millimeter. Yeah, zip ties, duct tape. Yeah. Have you ever watched the Red Green show? Oh man, he loves his duct tape. Oh, I cracked it. Damn it. Damn it. Too much stress on it. I cracked it. That's no good. That is no good. Well, clean up the hole and then we'll crazy glue it, I guess. Okay, note to self. Don't drill on that stuff. It's very brittle and thin. And yep, crazy glue. Where is my crazy glue? Always have CA glue around. All right, let's all right, let's see if this works. Well, it definitely bonded to my finger. Hopefully that'll set up. I don't think the hole's still big enough. Well, we'll let that glue up. All right. So what else are they saying here? Mount your stuff. Yeah. SSR, standoffs, your board. Yeah. And then they want me to start assembling the sides. Well, I haven't finished wiring. All right, well, I think melt the hole bigger. Yeah, well, I can melt the hole bigger for sure. It's just slightly small, so actually I think I crazy glued it a little off axis is the there. I think that worked. And for added rigidity, I'll crazy glue this in too. If I can find my glue, which I just had. So I'm just, the little stud I have, even though I'm pretty sure it'll fit, a little more surface area around that spot can't hurt to have a little more CA glue. Crazy glue is amazing. Works so well. Put this in. There we go. Let that cure. I think we're good. Yeah, Gary got it in. Didn't need to melt a bigger hole. All right. Well, it is an hour and a half today. So I think I'm going to call it a day. I will be doing another stream tomorrow. Same time, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Tomorrow, I think we will be ready to wire things up. I think I'll solder the buck converter offline. You guys don't need to see that piece. Yeah, so I'm going to do that offline. And then I will maybe crimp some of these shorter, because a few of these are super hella long. And I definitely don't need that much. I mean, I want some extra, but not quite that much. So we're going to shorten some of those up. I'll show you my crimper I use for that tomorrow. And yeah, so we'll call it a day. Thanks everyone for joining today and chatting. It was great chatting with all of you. Helge and Gary and Stig and Steven and Dominic was here. Man, we've had so many people today. This is great. And Tyler was here earlier. So thanks all everyone for joining, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.